Adopted a new case. Luigi Mangione pled guilty in New York federal court today. Welcome back to the show. We know the case. Luigi Mangione killed. There's no doubt about it. He's already pled guilty. He's killed the CEO of a major insurance company. And it kind of turned into this folk hero, and it created this discussion of, well, the insurance companies are bad. And it's kind of like a, I don't know, justification or mitigation, a valid reason, or for some reason, there's a bizarre people in society that are cheering for him and rooting for him. And this is kind of like the insurance industry is on trial. Well, it's not. He's pled guilty. He's more than likely going to serve life in prison. The distinction of what happened today, he pled in New York federal court, lower district of Manhattan. I've been there, lower district of Manhattan. He pled in that federal court to an interstate stalking charge that led to death. It's not murder. They don't charge it as murder. It's an interstate stalking charge that led to death. Nonetheless, you could get up to life in prison. The guidelines kind of have them at sentencing guidelines. You get really in the weeds, 24 to 30 years. However, the judge has every authority. She has every authority, former prosecutor. She has every authority to sentence him to life in prison. On top of all of that, he's got a pending murder case that's set September the 8th in New York State Court, just a couple of blocks away from where he was today. So now what happens when you've got two sovereigns, the state of New York versus the United States prosecution? What do you do? Well, obviously he's chosen to plead guilty, and he did that strategically. What happened today? He pled guilty in federal court today strategically because the federal prison system is 1,000 times better than any state system, for sure better than Sing Sing, for sure better than Attica in New York State. So where would you want to be? Federal prison, kind of described as a campus style, campus like a university, campus style, like dorm style of living. Obviously that's for the minimal security, and it's going to make a difference. Is it going to be categorized as minimal security or more high risk security? But there are federal prisons that have this kind of dorm type of style, even not much of a lockdown. I know my clients, they prefer to go there. I know here in Texas, they all want to get to Bastrop. Nobody wants to go to TDC. That's just Texas. New York State. Would you rather be at Rikers Island? Would you rather be at Sing Sing? The places that you see in the movie, the places that you see in Goodfellas? For sure no, because that's where the street level guys, the street level hardcore guys, they end up there. Federal court is more of a white collar, and if you want to just say more of a refined prison system in comparison to the low level of the street vibe of the state system. Get a job, you go to school. New York State has a very strong double jeopardy system, a little bit different than Texas. I anticipate he's going to spend his remaining days in a federal prison. I think this case is essentially over. Well, we'll see. Sentencing for that is in December. We'll find out September the 8th as far as the state system goes, what's going to happen. And obviously there's going to be some motions to dismiss by the defense, and the state is ready to proceed on a murder charge. However the court rules, for sure you'll see appeals for that. Maybe there's going to be a stay, a little timeout until he's sentenced in federal court, and then we'll see how it goes from there. I don't know. Click the follow button for updates on this one. It's a good one. We're following stuff on the West Coast in Tupac's murder case. Down south here in Houston, the Lorenzo Salgado, I anticipate to be a murder case, and we're following Luigi Mangione as well on the East Coast. Click that follow button for updates of these major cases. We'll have others coming soon.